Right, good stuff. Right, good stuff. Right, good stuff.
Good morning.
Right,
How are
good
you?
stuff. Right, good stuff.
Good morning.
Right,
How are
good
you?
stuff. Right, good stuff.
Good morning.
Right,
How are
good
you?
stuff.
That delay should just disappear in a second. That loop.
Right, good stuff.
Good morning.
Right,
How are
good
you?
stuff. Yeah, give it 20 seconds from now. That should... Well...
Right. So yeah, this morning we got Euronews. So German ZEW economic statement, sentiment even. Let's just have a look. Just see what the usual case is with this news.
Alright, okay. So... I'm just going to be aware of that news, to be honest. I'm not going to trade around it or anything. I'll probably just sit it out for the next half an hour or something, but it just depends on like what's happening. This sort of like formation on Euro USD is exactly what, like, the type of thing I like to trade. The only sort of like downside to it was it did seem like Euro did seem like it was going to fall like quite a lot earlier. I was just sort of watching it. Well, basically in the last week we just had this like huge run up, and it looks like this run up is it's nearly finished. Well, there's a possibility that it's finished. If you have a look, like the run up was actually it came up. It did a 61.8 fib retracement, touched 1.085, and then just dropped down from there. But it nearly touched it twice. But it's basically that 61.8 fib retracement from sort of like this range. Should be able to see it there on the 4 hour. So if we look at like higher time frames, so we have a look at the daily, you can see obviously like we're still in a downtrend. The only sort of thing that sort of stands out as being like a possible reason why we may continue up today is just this double bottom, but it's a double bottom with a higher low. So you've got the first leg then and the second. So there is a possibility that this could, the euro could actually just start moving back up, and it does look like it's doing that at the minute. The only thing is like the pattern. Actually, yeah, the pattern's all right at the minute. It does look like it could continue up from there. As far as trades go, there's nothing at the minute. You can see there I've already drawn like the fib extension from this morning's move. So the first sort of leg of this morning's move was down here. So from 1.0 sort of 4-ish to 695, and then there was a bounce up to 23.6. Is it? Let's change that. I always do fibs the wrong way around. Sorry, 38.2. So it retraced to 38.2%, and then continued down. And when it continued down, it touched the 161.8, bounced a bit, and then just tried to push lower. Ended up just stopping at 1.066, and from there we've just been in this sort of slightly upward move. And that's where we're up to. So we're probably just looking at it. We might come and test 1.0685 and just come down a bit again. Possibly touch the bottom of this trend line. I say this trend line. I haven't even drawn it yet. It's just a pretty obvious trend line there. So that could be what'll happen like this morning. You've also got this higher trend line as well. So it's just an upward channel there. So yeah, it's like whether it breaks above it or breaks below it. I'm tempted to take a put actually, but the only thing that's putting me off is just the news, and the MACD's quite positive, but it is in a downtrend, so I might do. Let's see. I think if it gets up to 850, I will take a put there. So if it touches 850 again, I'll take a put. Just a pounder, nothing more. The reason I'm just choosing a pound is just because I prefer to, if I'm going with the trend, I prefer to just trade the initial sort of pullback rather than subsequent pullbacks. Because this is, you could sort of see this as being the third pullback, if you know what I mean. So you had like the initial one, and then the next, and then this will be the third. So the odds start sort of going against you. Yeah, just take it there. 832. So that's just like 5-minute trade. See what happens with that. We may just break up out of that range. Just let it do its thing and just see if that works. That's good-ish. No. It's just looking like it wants to go up now. So, thankfully, I just took. It's just a pound trade. I mean, it could still work, but it's coming down. It could still work, but it's I don't know. It just looks like it's getting bought up each time it comes down. But wait and see. The MACD on the 1 minute is just sort of looking like it wants to cross negative, but I don't know. MACD on the 5 minutes positive, so. Yeah, not convinced by this. Ugh. It might need to touch. I don't know. I was going to say it might need to touch that. Yeah, it might just need to get up to that 38 EMA before it retracts. So that the economic sentiment's coming up in like 10 minutes, so I'll just wait out a second. Well, 10 minutes. Just see what else is happening. Ooh. I think Australian dollar, US dollars, quite interesting there. Just see on the hourly. Just take just see if we get up to 280. I'll take a put. On Australian dollar, US dollar to expire at 10. I'll take one there for 246. So the top of that upward channel was resistance. In the end, I should have stuck with it. But Yeah. Damn. Oh well. Let's see what happens here as well with this. I'm not too sure because they it just seems to be getting bought up every time it comes down. But the Wilders RSI freeze just coming out of overbought, so that's the one thing that's working for it. But it does look really strong. Yeah, I'll get another one there. 256. Doubt I'll get the 246, but hopefully get the 56. It could really go wild now, so I'm not holding my breath. Right, let's see what happens. Damn. Oh well, got one. Let's see what the news says. So it's negative for the euro. So that's probably why it's ripping up. That makes sense. That's coming back down. What is it? Yeah. Just while I'm waiting for them, just see if there's anything else happening. Nope. Cable is at 200 EMA on the 4 hour. That's quite significant. It's actually at the crossroads of the 100 and the 200. That's interesting. I might actually get that Australian dollar trade. That's good. Ooh. So euro, if we break through 1.066, you should just continue this downtrend. It's just got to break below 1.066 though. Once we do that as well, just take that off. The next sort of level is 1.065, but I just don't like this long. I don't like the euro long. It just looks like it's dumping. That's been all morning. You can see as well, like just the run up to the news. So like the hour, 2 hours before the news, you just had this sort of uncertainty, but it's just ranging. Well, it was in an upward channel, but it was just sort of ranging in that upward channel. So should get that trade easily. Cool. So with the euro, like here, I'm not sure. I mean, I am tempted to take a put soon if it comes up a bit. If it comes up to like 750, I'll take a 5-minute put on euro. So that would be 10-15. If it doesn't, I won't. Like, it's just that's the level I'm looking at, and it'll just be one trade as well. I won't be looking to take a few. Yeah, 6,450 is sort of an area that you might get a bit of support. Got those three. Well, two of them. So that euro came back up to 38.2. I know it said 61.8, but I did it wrong way around. So it retraced. If you can see there, it retraced there to 38.2. So you can see it there, which was also a pivot. Right, I'll just prepare to take this. So I'll go with 750. If it reaches it, of course. I'll do a 2 as well, actually, because I'm quite feeling a bit confident. Alright, so I've got 746. Put. Let's see what happens. The only possible reason why this may continue up is because it hasn't broken below support at sort of 6,650. So it may continue up. We're at 50% there. Not 50% of the move, but on 38.2. So 50% would be up here. So 780. Plus the MACD on the 5 minutes is crossing negative. Another thing about this is like the speed at which it's moving. I'm not too keen on. Just gonna go get a drink. MACD on the 1 minute starting to cross positive. That's not good. One more minute. Could easily pop up now. It's a bit hairy. But yeah, that price was perfect, wasn't it? What was the high there? 4.8, so it's like 2 pippets out. Let's see. Let's see what else happening. Australian dollar. I had a feeling that would happen with the Australian dollar as well. Yeah, cables at on the 4 hour it's at 200 and 100. Yeah, I had a feeling that euro wouldn't go down all the way then. Just see this move sort of seemed too forceful. It would have had to just continue down on this next candle because it didn't. There was that possibility of it coming back up, and it did. So it's all about the levels. It's all about like what levels you're above and what levels you're below. And currently currently we've created a higher low. So we've got a low there, higher low, higher low. It's a bit below that low, but it's still above this one. Yeah, sorry about the sound thing. I just had to go and sort something dead quickly. All done now. So with this, basically like this move down, which was on negative news, hasn't followed through, and because it's come back up, possibly past. I'm guessing it's past 50% now. Yeah, it is. Isn't it? It's past the 50% on of the move. So the likelihood of it continuing down it's highly unlikely. Might get a bit of resistance here at possibly so 686, but I'm not sure. I'm not trading it anyway. It's just it's one of these surprise moves, as I call them. It's just like it's working out away from like the move that should have happened. It's uncertainty. That's the way I see it anyway. On a different time frame with like different indicators, you might see something else. So I just trade like what I can see and what I understand. But yeah, that looks like it'll just probably just continue up. So it's like I was saying earlier. I'm not sure though. I'm not too sure where Euro's up to be honest. Like whether it's going to continue down or up. It's not a normal pattern that, but it was created by news, part of it. So just leave it for a bit. So Australian dollar, Japanese yen. It's just come down from the 200 EMA on the 4 hour. Where's that? Which is at 372. So it's up here. So it looks like that was part of the reason why it came down. And Australian dollar, US dollar, it's the other way around. It's like just bounced off 200 and 100 EMA. Cable just looks messy there. Euros, yeah, as I said, like because it's broken above the 50%, the likelihood is it'll just carry on up because there'll be traders who are just expecting it to, to possibly like come back up to the 50% and then getting in there, but because that's broken through, they're just sort of scrambling to get out. Plus the traders who got in here, because that was a big move. Because that whole move is being reversed, there's a scramble to get out. So this move should be quite big. Should be. So Australian dollar, US dollars just coming back up because when I was looking at it before, it did seem really strong. That's why I was just trading sort of like £1 trades, which is like 2.5%, isn't it, of the account. Cable's just sort of breaking out of this range, which is good. So this move should take us up to sort of 4.8, possibly 1.49 today. Time me on 10:30. Yeah, 1.49, I think. I was expecting a bigger move than that on Euro. Again, though, it's touched that resistance level from the previous channel. So that's a possible reason why it's pulling back, but it should just pull back a bit and then continue up. So I might take a call if it comes back down to 8.50. Yeah, I think I will. So that'll be 5 to 10 minute trade at 8.50. Yeah, I'll take it here. 864 I got. I'll probably take another one at 8 if it comes down to 850. Yeah. I got 6-4 again. So I can. Dope. I'll just be prepared to take a few more of that because I do think it'll come up. So I didn't quite reach 850, but I've got a feeling this is just struggling just because of that wick. So a lot of traders sort of going short because of the wick. Plus we're in a downtrend and there's also like the EMAs, but I do think we should be moving up because we're starting to get above the EMAs as well. The EMAs are sort of like leveling out. So what expiry? So I've got 45. I've got quarter two on both of them. So hopefully. So it's starting to come down. It might just come down to possibly 2.7. If it breaks 350, might get to 2.7. Yeah, this could go either way at the minute. I'll just hang fire for a bit. Yeah, it looks like it might have just run out of steam. No, that's not looking good. Just get one at 6-1. So that would have won if I'd got it at 850. Like I said, but I didn't, so it didn't. Yeah, get some here. See you in a bit. It's not looking too good now for it to turn positive. The MACD on the 5 minutes still positive, but I don't know. Just doesn't look too good. Ooh, starting to turn up. MACD on the 1 minute starts to turn up as well, so hopefully this should come up. I had taken like a couple of 1 minute trades, but I'm not too keen on sharing the 1 minute trades just because of the delay. At the end of each session, like, and on my blog, I post like all the trades that I've done. It's just because it's not so obvious that there's like a 25-second delay. I put it on the description at the bottom, but it's quite easy to forget, or it's quite easy to miss. So I just don't show the 1 to 2 minute trades. 5 to 10 minute trades, or any trades that I've done which have sort of preempted. So like 850 was like the level that I said there should be a bounce, and it's bounced at 850. So you know the information's there. It's just like what you do with it. If you want to, I don't recommend trading at all. Anybody. So yeah, if you want to see those last 4 trades, got those 2 1 minute trades, they came through. I was trying to get them at 850, but it didn't happen. Still got the 6-7 and the 6-1. Just waiting for. There's another 2 minutes on them. We just got overbought on the value chart, so it could come down a bit. Plus, we are still under the 62 EMA and the 100 EMA, so have to see what happens. Nothing else looks appealing there at all. With cable, I was thinking about sort of an end of day call. I don't know, it's just so messy. We've got 1 more minute on Euro. If Aussie dollar's coming down now, this could come down. Plus US dollar, Japanese yen. So US dollar's coming up, so there's a possibility that this could drop. But the MACD on the 1 minute is crossing positive, so let's wait and see. Got 30 seconds, hopefully. Should come up to 900 at least before it drops. So there's 900. There's the drop. Not much of a drop though, so that's good. Should get that. Nothing there. Cable. US dollar, Canadian dollar looks interesting-ish. No, it just looks like it'll fail. That's just messy. I hate US dollar, Canadian dollar. It's gold. Gold's in the middle of nowhere. Dow Jones I haven't looked at for a few days. It's just looking for highs. Yeah, there's nothing happening on anything. Australian dollar, yes, dollar looks like the best chart to trade, but I think the levels have been missed. Well, I've missed the levels. Just all the Japanese yens. Just see which direction this is going. Yeah, I'll probably just come up. Yeah, nothing interesting at all today. Hope people watching have done better than me, because I've not done particularly well. I had taken like a few trades this morning, and lost a few, so I just was just sort of like making up for my loss for the most of the day. I'll just see what I'm on. So 42.16. So at least I'm in profit. That's good. I'm on the wrong day as well. God, what day am I on? 42. Oh, that was right. 42.60. It's 3% up. Whee. It's the best way to do it though. Is just like really, really slow, just calculated. Yeah, everything is sort of just spacing out. It's not really reaching any levels that I'm interested in at all. Anything. I might just give it 10 minutes and then call it a day, because I don't want to overtrade at all. So I'll probably be tempted to take a trade if I carry on. Yeah, there's nothing. Euro's just continuing to move up, like I said. When we broke through the 50% of this like down move, we could do basically like this down move. We couldn't continue. It wouldn't continue. So because it broke past like the 50%, which is probably around about here, it just means that it's unlikely to come back down. It's basically had its chance, so it's just sort of moving back up. yeah, USD Japanese yen. That was something I was considering a put, but just when I looked at like the 4 hour, it just looked like it would probably just continue up, but it didn't. USD CAD. Right. That could move up, but there's not much space for it to move. So if I did a 5 to 10 minute trade within that time frame, which would be about 7 minutes, could just break above. You've still got to get past 6 EMA, so that could be resistance. Plus, there's the this support, which is now resistance at 1.224. So I'll miss that. On the plus side, it's got MACD on the 1 minute is positive. On the 5 minute, it looks like it's going to turn positive. So there's also a divergence on the Wilders RSI3. But yeah, I'm not going to trade that. No, I'm also not going to trade it because I don't like USD CAD at all. I was trying to avoid it. The euros continue to move up, just slowly breaking through the EMAs. Might just take a 1 to 2 minute trade here. Oh. So there it's 6.8. But yeah, don't follow that. So I won that one. I'll just show you the reason why I took that trade. It's just it's literally based on the value chart on the 1 minute. So the value chart on the 1 minute was oversold quite a lot, and we still it's got a lot of support here, higher lows, and I do think we will move up, as well as what I said before about breaking above like the 50%. So I just took like a pound trade there. Ooh, let's have a look at Australian dollar. Whoop, boss. Cheers, Mike. Something might be happening. Good. Do you mean Australian dollar, US dollar, or do you mean AU as in... Was AU gold? They're both going crazy, like, so... That's gold. So that's a similar chart, isn't it? Yeah, it's just it's breaking out of the it's breaking out of that sort of range it was in, or that shelf that it made. When I saw it before and I took a put up there, I was dead reluctant because it did look like really strong. It looks really strong, like, just because whenever it comes down, whenever it came down according to the candles, like, it just get picked up straight away. So even though you've got like this wick here, it just got picked up straight away and just kept coming up. So before I was a bit reluctant to take that put, but it was just because it had come up all this way and it was just at this resistance level, I just thought I'd go for it. It was only sort of 5% in the end that I traded on it. But yeah, the MACD's turned positive on the 5 minute there. We broke above resistance. We might come down. Oh, we already have. I'd be reluctant to take another call. I would have took a 1 minute call there. Well, 285. Let's see if anything else is happening. Ooh. Cable's just really slowly coming up. It might reach 1.49. I'm not sure though. It's just it's been a bit weak. US dollar, Canadian dollar, it's just touched 50%. Is it? Yeah. Nah. Yeah, I think I'm just gonna finish a bit early. I'll be back tomorrow though. I'm not going to trade the afternoon session today. Yeah, I'll just trade the London session tomorrow. I tend to prefer just the London session, so sorry for anyone who wants to see like the US session. I tend not to be that good at them, so I'll try and avoid them. But yeah, the London session tomorrow, I'll be back for then. So yeah, take care. Cheers.